Hi, thanks for watching my very first YouTube video. I'm making a card here using some jelly prints. Some were printed on magazine pages and some were printed on music sheets. Punching and cutting out some shapes here to make a picture on my card front. I'm going to be using Collage Podge to adhere the pieces together and to give the card front a nice surface to be able to use some markers here in a little bit and be able to blend the markers on that slicker surface. And using a medium like that over the top, like a Mod Podge or Collage Podge or matte medium, any of those things, it tends to make the colors a little more vibrant too once it dries. And then I took my heat gun and dried it. And now I'm beginning to draw the stems for the flowers, and using a white pit pen at first, just to give it a white base so that when I add the green it will look a little more vibrant. It wouldn't have looked well at all to color the green directly on top of all that color that was on the base sheet there. That just helps it to be able to stand out a little bit better. And drying it out again. And here I'm using a Sharpie marker just to draw some loose, sketchy circles. Also the white marker there, paint marker from Untitled. This is a darker green color pit pen. The light colored one is called May Green and the darker one is called Chromium Green Opaque. I'm just outlining here the flower with the Sharpie pen just to help it stand out a little bit more. Doodling some more there on the flower and on the border. I've not been doing mixed media very long, but I really, really enjoy it. I'm glad that I was able to find other people here on YouTube doing this type of thing. And I've made a lot of friends in the process. Just meeting people, it's been really great. There's more doodling with that white Posca pen. Now I've got some craft paint here excuse me, craft paint here by, it's that Apple Barrel brand, and its color is called Tuscan Red. Taking a cotton swab and just making some little dots in red inside those circles. And here you see I'm just using up the excess paint on an index card. I just don't like to waste that paint on the craft mat, so I'll just put it somewhere so I can reuse it again later. You'll probably see that card come back as I add more color to it down the road a bit. Here I'm choosing some washi tape. This particular one that I chose is from the Smash line. It has several different patterns all through the washi tape. So cutting some sections apart to add, and you'll see here that I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to lay this out, which colors I wanted to use, so I laid them in several different places trying to decide. Eventually I get it laid out the way I like it. It's okay to move things around as long as you're able to do it. And since I was using the washi tape, it just worked out that I was able to pick it up and put it someplace else. Pressing everything down real good. Excuse me. And then I'm outlining the washi tape, help that stand out, make it pop on the page. This is a Stays-On ink pad. I'm just taking that around the edges to distress it just a little. I didn't fold that tape too well, so it was a little uneven. Needed to trim it, and then I added the Stays-On ink again. Take the blow dryer now to dry that out. Not the blow dryer, but the heat gun. And more doodling. And there's no rhyme or reason here, really. I was just adding things as I went along. As it came to me, I did it. This is actually a card I sent to my sister for her birthday. Then I decided to add a few hearts. And I'm just doing that loose, sketchy type of drawing too, where it looks messy, and I just prefer it that way. I think it's more fun. And that way it doesn't have to be so perfect either. And now I'm just adhering the decorated piece there to a piece of cardstock. so that I can add that to the card base. I'm adding a little bit of extra collage podge on top of that washi tape to help keep it in place. Sometimes it doesn't like to stick so well, and that just helps to hold it in place. And now this piece goes on the card front. And I thought I was done, and then I decided I wanted to add one more thing. It needed a word. Sorry, that's a little dead space there. There we go. Trying different spots here to see where I like it the best. Did a little bit more off camera, but wanted to show you what the final picture looked like. Some close-ups. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you'll subscribe and come back for more.